war is all right when the purpose is to defend the public, the people. But when you're waging war simply for profit, that's demonic. And all the modern wars are like that. They're not for defending the people. As I was saying, the First World, all the modern wars, or the First World War, at least the Second World War, were being, both sides are being funded by the same bankers. The Rothschilds, and they were funding both the Nazis and the Allies. In the First World War, same thing. It's business. But you don't learn this in school. Because they own the press also. So they own the textbook industry. But now the internet is useful, that anybody who knows something can distribute the information. But you have, this is called alternative websites. So from such sources and from spiritual sources, we hear Prabhupada taught the same thing, that based on Shastra, but also he speaks of those who are philosophers, those who know the world situation. It's interesting. That means a philosopher, the philosophy must be practical. The philosopher must have knowledge of the actual world situation. Otherwise it's just, what is the use of such philosophy? So the Acharya, he's a philosopher, Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada and previous Acharyas, Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada and Bhaktivinoda Thakur and previous back to Lord Krishna, they were all philosophers. But they also knew the world situation. They knew who the crooks were, who the cheaters were. Gorkishore Das Babaji, no, what is his name? Bhakti Vikas Swami wrote a small book about Vamsi Das Babaji. He used to carry his deity in a box wherever he went, and he would talk to his deity. So he said, Gopal, today I'll show you a thief. He went to some government office, or it's not difficult. He had long hair, he didn't take bath, he didn't care for anything or anybody. He just talked to his deity. This is not for us to try to follow. Because we're not so advanced. Yes, it's good. We should keep the deity and worship properly according to the rules given by the Acharya. And if we develop such a relationship where we're talking to the deity and the deity reciprocates, that's very nice. That should not be imitated. We should worship the deity following the rules and regulations given by the Acharya. And this is the whole principle. The Acharya, he knows the world situation, he knows the existential position of people in general, he knows the propensities of the mind. He's dealing with all kinds of people who come to him. Some want liberation. Maharaj, I want moksha. Okay, take this ladu and put something in the donation, and so these cheating swamis and gurus in India are very common, because the tradition is there. Vedic tradition still exists to some extent, but they are not bona fide. They are cheating the people who are gullible because they're not properly educated. So Srila Prabhupada sometimes in biographies or in newspaper articles that when he first came to the West, why so much difficulty? Prabhupada was a householder in the previous ashram, and to support his family, he was doing business. He had a medical shop. See, there's a blue bottle there, milk and magnesia. You can bring it. I don't know, this is being recorded?
Yes.
Bring it. It's made by Days Medical. That's Prabhupada's, the name of Prabhupada's company. I don't know if it's the same company. Days Milk and Magnesia. Days Medical Stores, Manufacturing Limited, Calcutta. This is modern bottle, plastic, not from 100 years ago. So Prabhupada, this Days Medical Company was the name of Prabhupada's business. And he went to, business was based in Allahabad, and sometimes he went to Bombay, and he says that he was doing good business because the customers liked him. He was straightforward, and he was not bluffing, so he was well liked. But then, after he met his spiritual master, Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada, eventually he took sannyas and left business and left family life, and went stayed in Vrindavan, and he was in Jhansi, where he met his first disciple, Acharya Prabhakar. And he's because of this straightforwardness and simplicity, in spite of Prabhupada having 5,000 disciples, including the sons of very wealthy people, Alfred Ford, who's the grandson of Henry Ford, and other, some of my godbrothers, very wealthy, and from very wealthy background. In spite of that, he was always simple and straightforward. But this is the characteristic of a Vaishnava, not artificial or crooked. Because of this purity, Yasya Deva Para Tir, what is it?
Yasya Deve Para Bhaktir Yata Deve Tata Guru. Tasede Khalidati Yataha Prakashante Mahatma.
To those who are is
The implicits of the Vedic instructions are revealed. One who is as devoted to the Acharya as the God.
well, one who is devoted
To his spiritual master.
to his spiritual master, to his bona fide spiritual master. Then all the truths of the Vedic literature are revealed to him. You see? So, it is not that the Acharya necessarily came from Goloka or Vaikuntha by airplane. That is possible, we see in Shastras. In the modern world, that would not be accepted. So, externally, he can be, ordinary people might think he's another ordinary person. But because of these qualities, all the truths of the Vedic literature are revealed to him. Krishna can talk to him. So we also can, if we follow this principle, we can come to that platform. This is actually what the aim of the Krishna consciousness movement is to bring people up from the level of material consciousness to re-establish their relationship with Krishna. We can actually talk to Krishna. See? Just like Vamsi Das Babaji, he was talking to his Gopal. There's another interesting story. Who was it, Raghunath Das Goswami, or I forget who? One Vaishnava in our Sampradaya, he was worshipping also Gopal Krishna. And he had to go somewhere out of the village. So his son, he was 5 years old, he told him,